Okay, welcome to Gen X Medic. We're going to talk about something today that's really got me angry. Something I'm really fed up with. And you know what? So should you. And it might be that you're part of the problem. Hell, there's times I've been part of the problem. And it's a problem that needs to cease. We need to quit bad mouthing our profession. We need to quit talking down what we do. We are invited into people's lives at the worst points of it. People come to you and me, if you're in this already, to help. Think about it. You get to see people when they really need you. It's not about money. I mean, money's great. I'm really happy where I'm at right now. I mean, financially, everything else. That's great. But there's also the fulfilling aspect of it. And you all know it, or you wouldn't still be doing it. Especially you veterans. I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to tell a couple stories. Things that really should give you some perspective. Some true, honest perspective. I've got a friend. A close friend. Someone who I sometimes avoid being around because she shames me. She had a run of several years where she got some of the most difficult calls you can imagine. She put her heart and soul into the job. And she wound up getting hurt protecting a patient, making sure they didn't fall. Ended her career. She ran into a current coworker and was explaining to them how much she missed doing this job. How much she felt this job mattered. The good, the bad, the ugly. That she'd give anything to lace her boots up, put her gear back on, step on that truck, and be out there again. What you think about this? This person almost lost their ability to walk and would give anything to be get back out there doing this job. I know during the pandemic it's been rough, and I posted a couple of videos about it. How it bothers me that we've had this increase in acuity of patients that are really sick and need your help, but we could have intervened sooner and it wouldn't be as bad for them. I want you to realize you're why your service is understaffed, or at least part of it. It's hard to get people to come into a job when they start researching it and all they see online is, this sucks. I'd never let my kid do this. This is the worst thing ever. We have a young man I know. He really puts the cynicism on. This kid decides he wants to look like he's cool, I swear. But every now and then he lets it slip. He was relaying to me about being told by a doctor, and this struck home to him. And coming from him, it struck home to me. We are allowed, no, we are asked, begged into people's lives at the very worst moments of their life to help them, that we are honored and blessed by their trust. Anyone who is involved in medicine is asked to do this. And that hit me. It really improved my attitude about life. Because I love what I do. I wouldn't have been doing it for 24 years. Now we're going to address some things that probably should be addressed. Bad employers. Bad employers should exist. We all have to deal with them. Look around. Make your time. Go find somewhere else. You can make a better living in a less toxic environment than you're currently at. But you got to look around. And you got to say, hey, what I do matters. That doesn't mean I have to do it where I'm currently at. But when you go online and you just tell people, well, this is the worst job you should ever have, don't ever do it. And think about it. My current employer pays $17 an hour for someone who took, at most, a semester course. That's at most. That's a pretty decent start locally. Every place has their own cost of living issues. You need to know what your cost of living is, and your employer needs to compensate you adequately for that. Someday I'm going to get into EMS billing and how messed up it is. I'm probably going to try to get a couple experts in and explain just how it really works. That would be great. I've got enough knowledge to know that it's not right. But to sit here and badmouth a profession that you probably love, if you've been doing this for a long period of time, you love this job. And you need to let that show. You need to tell people, hey, you can do something. You can move up. All it takes is a little effort and the willingness to say, this is not awful. The moments can be awful. But to sit there and get online and push people away is part of why we have staffing shortages. Different employers have reasons. We know this. But the biggest weakness is the best recruiters for this job, you can't hire them. They already work there. When you go out there, it used to be EMTs and paramedics were making dirt wages and would talk how they love their job. But we don't do that anymore. It's way too cool to be this cynical, burnout jerk. But no one wants to work with that guy. No one wants to work with that girl. That person is a miserable person to be around. And people put on that facade because they think that's the cool guy to be. I've seen people who love this job who work 80, 90 hours a week. A lot of it unpaid, bringing in new ideas to their employer. Hey, we can do this better. Look at this. They're not doing it because of the money. They're doing it because they want to help people. We have a generation that wants to be idealistic. We should be pushing them, begging them to come in. These young people want a future. Let's give it to them. Let's make them our future. Be a leader. If you're as old as I am or older, remember how you felt when you first saw Johnny Gage on television. Remember that first time you made a heartbeat again. Remember that dialysis patient that you wound up becoming close to because you were the bright point in their life. If you do this long enough, you have all these moments. Quit with the constant negativity. Let's build something. Let's build a future. Let's build a better system. It's not just on me, it's on you. It's not just on you, it'll be on them because they will add to it. I promise you. You have all these people who want something. They want to be part of something. Make them part of it. You want to know what I want to do here? I want to make it better. I want to make it better for all of us. Let's get this going, folks. Please. I don't do this every time. And understand, I'm not speaking for my employer. I'm not speaking for my friends. I'm speaking for myself. These are the things I see. Like, share, subscribe, get this out there. But more importantly, go talk to people. You see a kid that's working at McDonald's, and you see him putting that extra effort in. Tell him about the job. If your employer's got a Earn to Learn program or sponsors a EMT class day, pardon me, tell them about it. You know, you see a young lady who's taking extra time at a store to help somebody. Hey, maybe that person's the type of person you want. Tell her about it. Be the advocate. Be an ambassador for your job, man. Do that. We need these people. We need them because they'll make us better. You don't get better by doing the same old thing. You get better by adapting. You get better by recruiting better. You get better by being better. Your employer may be good. Your employer may be bad. If you're with one of the big companies, your employer may be good in one area and bad in a different area that they cover. That's just how it goes sometimes. Unfortunately, you get bad leadership some places. But if you want better leadership, be a leader. Quit taking no for an answer. Find the things that can make you more appealing to your boss and put yourself in that position. But quit going online, telling everybody how god-awful this job is. Quit telling them how god-awful it is every day. Be honest. What you do matters. And you know it. And like I said, you probably love it. But that doesn't look cool online. Screw being cool online. I don't ever want the online burnout approval. Those people are miserable. Don't be miserable. Please, let's do this. This is Gen X Medic signing off.